new bill in the state legislature hoping to help get ex-felons back on their feet after they've been released from prison.
Yeah, this by giving them some extra time to pay back any court costs. State Capitol reporter Chris O'Brien spoke with the author behind this bill.
Chattanooga Republican Senator Todd Gardenhire's bill would essentially insert a whole new subsection creating a 180-day window for ex-felons to pay back court restitution.
You're wearing a big red letter on your forehead, and it's hard to get a job. Nobody trusts you, and to all of a sudden say, now today you're going to start paying these fines back, and if they can't, then that dings their credit, which is already destroyed anyway, but just puts them further behind.
Fees and costs can vary case by case. Generally, it can run as low as a couple $100s or as high as $50,000, depending on the type of crime.
We only collect 70 to 80% of those fines, so why? I mean, somewhere they're a little too high, or somewhere we're just not getting them for some reason. So let's give these people that really want to pay it back a break.
The bill has bipartisan support.
Yeah, the legislation as currently written looks positive, and we'll monitor it as it progresses through the legislative session.
But the problem Gardenhire may run into could be within his own party, as Republicans have been leery about being seen as easier on crime.
I can only speak for the Senate. I don't think there'll be much opposition for it. Matter of fact, I think a lot of my colleagues will look at it and say, you know, that just makes sense. And it's not a partisan issue, it's a compassion issue.
Still, though, that the bill has bipartisan support in such a polarizing climate is a good sign.
We need to do everything that we possibly can to assist in this vital transition, because most of the people who serve time in our jails and our prisons, you know, re-enter society.
On a scale of 1 to 10, Gardenhire wouldn't say exactly how confident he is.
I can only tell you what I think will happen in the Senate, and I think it will get out of Judiciary Committee if I'm still on Judiciary. We don't know what the Speaker's going to do.
We'll see what happens when the legislature convenes in January. In Nashville, Chris O'Brien.
If the Assembly passes this bill, it's important to note it would only apply to people who have already paid victim restitution.
Now, that 6-month period would only apply, by the way, to court-based fees.